Hello, November, the month where contenders start to emerge. Another loaded Prep Sports Extra for you tonight in Class 6A top seed Maple Grove, hoping to stay undefeated tonight, hosting upstart Eden Prairie. Julia, what do you have for us?
Well, we have so many good games in store for you, including Elk River seeking revenge against Andover in a section final, plus the battle for Robbinsdale in a section final with Armstrong facing Cooper.
Hi, I'm Danny Plowman, safety and wide receiver, St. Agnes High School, and the Prep Sports Extra starts now.
Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Prep Sports Extra. Alongside Julia Daniels, I'm Will Hall. Some amazing playoff games tonight, including Maple Grove trying to stay undefeated against Mike Grant and Red Hot Eden Prairie.
Yeah, Will, while EP has the history of success, Maple Grove has emerged as a power in recent years. Here's how this one shook out. EP won 4 straight games headed into this one. Maple Grove with the home field advantage, though, tonight. Pick things up in the second quarter. It's the guy, Chuck Langama, weaving through a ton of traffic.
He stays on his feet.
Yeah, this is like a 28-yard play, but we think he got probably 80 in, just weaving out there. A lot of effort.
Give him the hot highlight already.
I know, right? It was 14-0 Maple Grove right there. Fast forward a little bit. Guess who it is, Will?
Big Chuck.
It's Chuck again. This time 20 yards to pay dirt. Crimson lead 21-0 headed into the half. And the Crimson, they keep going. In the third, Jackson Bockham sends it up, but Bo Thien right there for the pick 6. All on his lonesome to put Maple Grove up by 4 scores. The final of this one, 34-0 Crimson. Moving on.
What a statement made by Coach Spurl and company. Egan hosting Edina. Hornets won the regular season matchup. Very last play of the first half. Edina's Mason West tosses one to the end zone. Sammy Stevenson hauling in the jump ball for the tutty. 21-7. Edina at the break. On to the third we go. West back to the air. Drops one right in the bucket there to South Dakota State commit Trillian Sorrell. Edina headed to state 42-21 the final.
Wow, what a pass there. All right, we got Prior Lake at Mounds View tonight for more 6A action. Pick things up in the first quarter. Jacob Sanson decides to keep it. 5 yards to pay dirt. 7-0 Mounds View to the second quarter now. We've got Mitchell Olson. I know he was winded after this one. Look at this, Will.
I don't blame him.
73 yards.
Huff and puff.
And he's got 6. This one down to the wire at the final tonight. 28-27 Mounds View.
Ooh, wow, what a game. Forest Lake hosting Blaine. Blaine up 25-7 early in the third quarter. Sam Shaughnessy hooks up with Noah Taden for 6. Bengals rolling at that point. Forest Lake trying to answer back. They would score a touchdown here. Connor Johnson finds Kevin Durangu open for the score.
Look at those lights.
Yeah, I love those. Bengals offense explodes in this one, though. They go on the road, pick up the 53-21 win. All right, taking a look at some of the other scores in Class 6A. Lakeville North hangs on against Champlain Park, 17-13 the final. How about Anoka eking out a squeaker over Lakeville South by 1 point?
And Minnetonka blowout over Rochester Mayor, 49-7. And Shakopee versus St. Michael Albertville, 42-6.
Back to the highlights we go, Julia.
All right, 5A Section 7 title. Elk River hosting Andover. Andover won the regular season meeting, and that's who strikes first in this one. Joseph Mapson rolls out and finds Brady Jensen at the back of the end zone. 7-0 Huskies, but the Elks, they respond right back. Carson Clefman finds the edge and takes it to the end zone. Their 2-point conversion is good, and all of a sudden they've got the lead. They do go on to win this one, 59-28, the final.
Elks getting some revenge from the regular season loss.
Yep.
How about the 5A Section 5 title between Cooper and Armstrong? Falcons won the regular season meeting. Hawks strike first. Beckham Van Voorst, what a dime there to Samaj Young. Gets behind the defense for the 43-yard touchdown connection. Armstrong answers back. Falcons quarterback Dawson Franke, the 2-yard rushing score, and the Falcons remain undefeated. They're headed to state 28-20 the final.
All right, 5A Section 2 championship between Mankato East and Chanhassen. East won the regular season matchup. This one was a battle tonight, tied up at 14 late with Chan quarterback Nathan Ramler launches one deep, and it's James Kaufman at the 1-yard line. 2 plays later, Cade Bush right here takes the direct snap and gives the Storm the lead with 1 second left. The
Wow.
defending 5A champs, they are still alive.
How about
21-14, that final.
Go crazy, Coach Nelson and company. All right, staying in 5A, Apple Valley at St. Thomas Academy in the 5A Section 3 title. Cadets get off to a great start. Jake Rogalski coming up with a nice play and the big-time INT. St. Thomas Academy capitalizes on the TO on play action. Chase Young finds Liam Ghosh for the touchdown. Cadets, section champs, they punch their ticket to state.
Nice little reach there, too. All right, Cretin-Durham Hall hosting Sarton in the 5A Section 4 title game. Jadale Thompson runs this one in to put the Raiders ahead 14-7. Cretin goes on to win this one 28-14. First time back at state since 2017.
Wow, been a while. All right, taking a look at some of the other 5A scores. Monticello takes care of business against Spring Lake Park. How about Alexandria and Moorhead? Yet another thriller between those two. Alexandria pulls this one off, 48-44, the final.
A lot of close ones tonight. All right, we've got Rochester John Marshall falling to Owatonna 38-15, that final.
Hot Highlights is sponsored by Truestone Financial.
And Cale Johnson of St. Michael Albertville is this week's Hot Highlight winner. This was a close vote throughout this week. All right, Juju, take us through the play.
All right, Will. Stillwater trying to tie the game up late when Johnson makes an incredible play to seal the win. Check that out, celebrating as they should. Next week's winner, of course, will be revealed Monday at 6.
Rumor has it all three finalists this past week, the votes came down to 10 votes between them.
Yeah.
I love it.
Close like our games.
Yes, certainly were. Coming up after the break, we got more highlights for you.
Yeah, we dipped down to 4A to check in on some big matchups around the state. You don't want to miss it.
Hi, I'm Cam Bagale. I'm a receiver from Andover, and you're watching Prep Sports Extra.
Welcome back to Prep Sports Extra. We dip down to Class 4A. Holy Angels and Benilde St. Margaret's in the Section 5 title. Holy Angels won by 7 in the first meeting. Stars defense was absolutely relentless in this one. 3rd and goal. Red Knights, for the Red Knights, when quarterback Peyton Myers was sacked by Reese Skelton and Jacob Sopa. Sopa had a couple of sacks in this one as Holy Angels takes care of business in this one. 34-13 the final.
All right, we got Princeton and Becker both undefeated heading into the 4A Section 8 title game. Bulldogs looking good. It's the lefty Tristan Kowalkowski with a rocket launch downfield to Carter Reckelberg.
The southpaw.
First 6 of the night right there. Reckelberg intercepts Princeton in the end zone. He's back on the field again. Becker ball again, and another deep connection this time between Sawyer Brown and Reckelberg. What a catch and what a run in. The final of this one, 28-7.
Dwight Lundeen and company marching on. Hill Murray hosting Simley in Section 3. Spartans' Jared Jones takes this one in from 30 yards out to make it 14-7. Pioneers in front. Then Hill Murray answers back with the trickeration. John Petrozewski on the reverse, taking it in for the tutty. This one turned out to be a barn burner in the end. Hill Murray holds on to win 49-42 in overtime. All right, taking a look at some of the other scores in Class 4A. Hermantown takes care of business. They hang on for the 7-point win. Totino Grace rolls along past St. Anthony, 47-6 the final.
And we've got Marshall over Hutchinson, 35-13 the final of that one. Byron taking this one big time over Casson Manorville, 42-7 that final.
Taking a look at some other scores from Class 4A. Orono, they were at home tonight. They take care of business against Providence Academy, 32-18, the final score of that one. Moving along here, Class 3A action. Holy Family in Minneapolis North. Fantastic game tonight. Holy Family hangs on, 34-28 the final. Dassel Cokato takes care of business against Litchfield.
All right, we've also got Annandale at St. Cloud Cathedral. Wow, 44-zip the final of that one. Fairmount Waseca. Wow, close one, 17-12.
Albany in Minnewaska. Minnewaska hangs on in that one. In Stewartville rolls past Pine Island, 48-0 the final. Up next, quarterfinal action. That's going to be a busy week for us. We got games on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We'll have you covered. We'll see you same time, same place next Friday for another edition of Prep Sports Extra.